What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's free live training. Come on in. Let's get after it today. Let's go over exactly how to start closing 1 to 3 wholesale deals a month. Okay, so that's what we're going to go over today. I'm going to show you exact formula of how to do this. I'm going to break this down for you. Okay, I'm going to show the exact formula for start closing 1 to 3 deals a month. It's super simple. This business is a numbers game. So if you can learn the numbers, you stand to make a lot of money. Okay, super simple. So come on in here. Um, you have questions, put them in the chat. Okay, let me know what questions you have, how I can help you, whatever it may be. Make sure you're asking questions. So yeah, if you're excited about this and you want me to start
Incoming chat.
if you want me to start going over exactly how to get this done, 1 to 3 deals a month, let me know. We're going to get into it. Let me know in the chat where you're from, what city you guys in. Where's everyone from here today? Let's get into it. I'm going to pull up some stuff here on the screen for you. And also, if you stay around to the end, I'm also going to be giving you this really cool booklet that I made showing you exactly what I'm explaining here today. I have a downloadable form showing you exactly how to do it as well. So as a gift, you stick to the end. I'm going to show you how you can get that as well. Okay. So super cool. You can have this for free and it'll break down exactly what I'm telling you here today and you can have it. All right. Okay, cool. So who we got? We got some Knoxville, Atlanta, Nashville, Memphis, Ohio. Okay, Akron and Dayton. Nice, nice. All good markets. All good markets. I do deals in all those markets, so that's good. That's cool. So if you're not familiar already, my company, we do deals nationwide. Okay, all 50 states, 100% virtual. We never go on appointments. We close everything over the phone. In the past 2 weeks, we've done 9 deals a week before. Last week, I did 9 deals. And I think we're on track to do about the same this week. So if all goes according to plan, we're going to be doing anywhere from 30 to 40 deals this month. Okay. And in today's training, I'm going to make it super simple for you. I'm going to show you how you can do what I do, but break it down, how to start 1 to 3. Then if you want to scale up to 10, 20, 30, 40 houses a month, you can do that, but it's a simple formula, okay? It's a simple formula. The only thing you have to do is increase your volume if you want to increase your revenue, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how we do this. All right, cool. So remember, if you guys have questions, you need anything, ask them in this chat so I can answer it for you. All right, so let's get into it. How do you do 1 to 3 deals a month consistently, right? And I think for most people, when you're starting, that's probably your goal, right? Even if it's 1 deal a month, you want something consistent. And that's the whole thing about this business, right? You know, there's some people out there, maybe they'll do 1 deal and then it takes them 3-4 months to do another deal. And realistically, that's not going to get you to a point where you can leave your 9 to 5 and start on your own as a full-time real estate investor, because you need, like all of us, you have bills, right? So you need steady income. So I'm going to show you how to consistently do this, right? I'm not showing you how to do this 1 month and then you're off and you don't get another deal for 6 months. I want to show you how you do this consistently, because you need consistent income if you want to change your life and you want to, quit your job or whatever you want to do. It's all about consistency. Now, with that being said, consistency starts with you. You got to be consistent about your lead generation, but we'll go into that. Okay. So the first thing we got to do 1 to 3 deals a month is you need to figure out exactly what your goal is going to be, right? Every single person watching this most likely has a different goal in mind of what they want to do. Some people may want to make an extra $50,000 a year. And there's some people in here that have a goal of making $500,000 a year or $5 million a year, right? So first thing you have to do is write this. You guys should be writing this down too. If you're not writing this down, make sure you are. because this is going to be super, super important, and you're going to want to reference back to this, okay? So first, step one is you got to know exactly how much money you want to make. If you don't know how much money you want to make, you're starting off on the wrong foot, right? You have to have a goal. Anytime you're setting goals, whether it's a personal goal, you can't just say, I want to lose weight. You would say, I want to lose 10 pounds by X date, right? Anytime you're setting a goal, you have to have an exact number and you have to have a deadline, okay? So there's no difference than in this business, okay? So if you want to say, my goal is to make $100,000 a year or $100,000 in 1 year, okay? Let's better put it that way. So I'm going to use that pretty much as an example going forward. And that's pretty much one deal a month. I mean, that's a small deals, right? That's only like 8,000 something per deal. Right now, my average deal size is around 18. But let's just say on average, to make round numbers, to make $100,000 a year, you need to do one deal a month. And most likely you'll be over that. But as round numbers for this example today, that's what we're going to say. So first thing you got to do is figure out what your goal is. Maybe it's not 100,000. It could be more, it could be less, whatever it may be, but you have to write that down, okay? That's the first thing you got to do. And the next thing we're going to talk about here is once you know your goal, then you have to start figuring out, okay, well, now that I know how much money I want to make, how do I go about doing that, right? That's probably the biggest step most people don't know is, it's easy to come up with a number or a goal for yourself, but how do you actually execute that and get it done correctly? Well, for today's example, I'm going to say that if you're just starting off, right? If you're trying to do 1 to 3 deals a month, most likely you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, I would say most people in this group, you're going to be starting off with cold calling or texting, okay? Now, when you're starting with that, you have to know how many leads it's going to take in order to get a deal, right? So if your goal is to do 1 deal per month, you have to know how many leads in your business you need to get in order to do 1 deal, right? And that's how and we start reverse engineering these numbers. Okay, guys, it's all about reverse engineering the numbers because everything in this business is a numbers game. The more leads that you get, the more money you're going to make ultimately, right? There's a direct correlation between the number of leads and how much money you make. So once you get going in your business, you'll probably be able to figure out these metrics of how many leads it takes you to close 1 deal. If you're just starting, you probably don't know. So I'm going to give you some numbers here for you, okay? So once you have a goal, say it's $100,000 a year, and let's just say, for example, you're starting off with cold calling or texting. In my experience, if you're a complete beginner and you're just starting, it's going to take you anywhere from 50 to 70 leads to close 1 deal. Okay. Now that means you're decent on the phone. Doesn't mean you're great on the phone, but you can't be saying nonsense on the phone either, right? You have to have like a proven script to follow, and you have to know what you're saying on the phone, and you have to sound personable and all that type of stuff, right? Normal sales stuff. But on average, I'm going to say you're going to be somewhere between 50 and 70 leads a month you're going to need in order to close 1 deal. Okay. So if you want to close 1 deal, you have to get 50 to 70 leads. So if you want to do it 1 month, you have to do that. But if your goal was to do 10,000, 1 deal a week, you'd have to get 50 to 70 leads in 1 week. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Super simple. All the thing we're doing is we're reverse engineering our goals. Okay. For round examples, I'm just saying $10,000 a month equals 1 deal. So you need 50 to 70 leads. Now, if you wanted to do $20,000 a month, or round numbers, a couple $100,000 a year, you would need how many? 100 to what? 140, right? You're doubling it. So you're doubling it. So if you want to do $1 million a year, right? On average, you're probably going to need somewhere between 500 and 700 leads a month, right? So it's all a numbers game. And that's how I'm able to really amp up my business and get to a point where we're doing 30 plus deals a month, because it's a numbers game. I know if I want to increase the number of deals I'm doing, I just need to increase the number of leads that I'm getting. Okay. So once you figure out those key metrics, it all becomes very, very simple. Okay. So let's just put this back into very simple terms again. I know I'm using round numbers. These aren't exact. Don't holler at me. I know that these numbers don't all add up, but it's round numbers for this example. So let's break it down even further. Now that you know you need somewhere between 50 and 70 leads to do one deal a month, now you got to break it down even further. And for round numbers, once again, I'm going to say that's around 2 leads a day, right? If you get 2 leads a day, every single day, that's about 60 leads in 1 month. So it's right between 50 and 70. So we're going to use that as a round number. Now, remember, these are not exact numbers, but so think about that. Think about how easy that really is. If you want to do one deal a month, make $100,000 a year, you need to be getting 2 solid leads a day. Now, let me clarify again what I mean by a lead. A lead is not a prospect of someone you pull off Estes data or PropStream or something. A lead is someone who actually says you call them up and they're vetted, you vet them, meaning you talk to them and they want to sell their house. They're interested in selling their house to you. That's a lead. Okay. Anyone that says that they're interested in selling is a lead. That's how I qualify in my business. You know, so obviously you're going to be sending out a lot of marketing, which I'll talk about in a minute. But out of that lot of marketing that you're sending out and the thousands of people that you're talking to, not all of them are leads. Only a handful of those people are going to be leads. The people that raise their hand and say, yes, I am interested in selling, that becomes a lead. So you need to find 2 people a day that raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in selling. Doesn't have to be for a wholesale price. Just interested in selling. 2 people a day. And that will get you to $100,000 a year. That's 1 deal a month. If you want to do 3 deals a month, you triple that. Okay? 6 leads a day. That makes sense, right? Pretty simple. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments, please. Let me know you're getting this. If this is going over your head, let me know. I can try to explain it better for you. But hopefully this makes complete sense. It's just a numbers game. Okay, guys? Okay. Now that you know that, okay, I'm going to move on to the next step. Now what I want to do is help you understand when you're cold calling and texting, how much you actually have to do in order to generate those 2 leads, okay? So I'm going to give this to you right now. Let me just check. Okay. All right, good. You guys are getting this perfect. Okay. Now, let's say you guys understand this and you want to get 2 leads a day. Now it comes down to, if you're cold calling and texting, what do I have to do in order to get 2 leads a day? Well, I'm going to give it to you. Write this down. On average, okay, if you are cold calling on an auto dialer for 1 to 2 hours, it will get you 1 lead, 1 good lead. Okay. So that means if you're just cold calling, you would probably, to get 2 leads a day, you would probably have to do that on an auto dialer from anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on your list. Not that difficult. It can be done after work, before work, whatever it is. It can be done. And remember, you're doing this because it's making you extra $10,000 a month, $100,000 a year. Hopefully you can find time to do that. But I'm going to give you an easier way. What if you're text messaging? Write this down. About every 200 text messages that you send should equal about 1 lead. So that means you'll have to send around 400 texts per day to get 2 leads. Now, it's very simple to do, okay? If you haven't already, sign up for Batch Leads, okay? Go to Batch Leads and use code ESTES. It'll give you half off the first month. Code ESTES, ESTES, my last name, and it will give you a discount on this. And essentially, you can text 400 people in a matter of seconds, okay? Just boom, 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 boom. They all go out. Very easy, okay? So that's it. So think about that. Think about how easy that is. So now you know exactly how many calls you have to make or how many text messages you have to make in order to hit your number of leads you need to get in order to hit your income goal, okay? Hopefully this is all coming together now, right? So now I'm breaking it down even further. So let's go 1 step further for you guys, okay? I'm going to go 1 step further even more than that. Now that you know how many text messages you have to send a day or how many cold calls you have to send a day, now what you have to do to be successful, to be consistent, is you have to put it on a calendar. How am I actually going to find time to do this and be consistent with this every single day? So the next part of this is really breaking this down and understanding how you're going to do this. So let me show you something cool here, guys, a little document that I have created, okay? Now, this is a marketing calendar, okay? So in the end here, I'm going to show you how you can get this. So this shows exactly what we just talked about, 70 leads a month, around 18 leads a week with a goal of doing one deal per month, okay? Now, in order to do that, you probably want to pull all your list off Estes data, and I would recommend that you use the full 10,000 a month. You get 10,000 included for free every single month, so I'd recommend that you use that, okay? So same thing here, a little marketing calendar. I break everything down, pretty much what we just went through here, okay? But it's a written down form, so you have it. I have everything here as well, cold calling, one to 2 hours to get one lead, SMS. I even have driving for dollars on here too. Okay, if you're driving for dollars, you should expect about one solid lead for every 10 houses that you find, okay? Now, next part about this that's really cool is I have a marketing calendar on here. So of what I would recommend that you do, what I would like everybody to do in order to do this, okay? Now, in an ideal world, I would like people to cold call for a couple hours a day, send 500 texts a day, and drive for dollars an hour per day. Now, obviously, if you have a full-time job, this can't be done. But if you don't have a full-time job, this is what I would recommend. And if you do this, this will pretty much it's going to get you over $100,000 a year just by doing these 3 simple things: cold calling for a couple hours, sending a few text messages, and driving for dollars every single day. Being consistent will get you the result. It'll get you to over $100,000 a year. But you have to be consistent. 99% of people who fail in this business is because they're just not talking to enough people. As you can see, don't expect to make $10,000 a month, do one deal a month, if you're not talking to a lot of people, right? It's easy to break down because you already know by my example, you need to be sending 400 text messages a day in order to get one deal a month, okay? So what does that come out to be? Let me just look at this. I should know this. So it's 400 a day times 30. 12,000 text messages is what you need to send on average to do one deal a month. So if you're sending 50 text messages and you expect to go get a deal, yes, you could get lucky, but most likely you're just not putting enough work in. This business is simple, but you have to be willing to put the work in, right? It's a simple concept of the business. The people who fail, they just don't put the work in. It's that simple. They're just not talking to enough people. And it's very simple to do, all right? Very simple to do. So if you fail, I almost guarantee it's because you're just not talking to enough people, okay? So let's break this down even further, right? Okay, what I have here in the schedule here is a weekly side hustle schedule. This is what I would recommend if you have a full-time job, okay? Because remember, now that you know how many leads you have to get based on your goal, right? Now you know what you have to do every single day in order to get there, either cold calling or texting. Now you have to figure out how you're going to do this every day. So what I would recommend, obviously this can be changed based on your schedule. Not everyone has the same schedule. But mornings before work, drive for dollars for 1 hour. Get up early. You want to make extra 100 grand? Get up early and send out your text messages. So that means every morning before work, around 8, 9 o'clock, whatever it may be, you send out your 400 text messages. And remember that inside batch leads, code Estes, it will only take you less than 5 minutes to send 400 text messages. It's very, very fast. Okay. Then at lunchtime, every person who at lunchtime, you want to respond to everyone that gets back to you from those text messages, right? You have a half hour on your lunch usually, depending on where you work. Some people have more. That's a perfect time, instead of gossiping around the office, to go ahead and reply to all your text messages. Then when you get home at night, you want to call all of those people that text you back that are interested, right? Call those people, call those leads, then also cold call for an hour or two, if you can. Then on Saturday and Sunday, you want to do as much as you can. Drive for dollars for 4 hours. Send some SMS, cold call for 4 hours. Do as much as you can. Okay. Then on Sundays, this is your day to get ready for the week. Okay. So on Sunday, you want to pull all your lists. You want to skip trace everything. You want to separate all your campaigns, and you want to create your marketing calendar for the upcoming week, right? Get everything ready for that next week on Sunday. So Monday morning, you're not scrambling around. You don't know what to do. You have everything laid out. Every Sunday, you get everything laid out. You know exactly what to do. So on Sunday, you lay everything out that has to be done. And you know within certainty now, because of what I just told you, if you follow the schedule every single day and you're consistent for 30 days straight, you should be able to get one deal. So my question to you is, can you stay consistent? Can you put in the work? Can you stay consistent for 30 days now that you know exactly within a short certainty of what it's going to take in order to close the first deal within 1 month? Can you stay on track to do that? Do you have the willpower? Can you give up watching your favorite TV show, playing games, doing different things, right? Can you put in the willpower to get up early in order to make an extra $10,000 this month? I think you can do it. I believe in you. And I'm going to go one step further. If you would like me to help you actually do that, I can. Okay. Now, I have a new program. It's a partnership program. What that means is I will actually call all the leads for you. I will vet the leads for you, right? I will get them under contract for you. I will find the best buyer. I will show the property. I will deal with all the title work. I will do pretty much everything for you, and I will help you close deals. So if you're just starting and you feel like you need some help, right? Obviously, you can see that this is a lot of work, right? To go ahead and do this on your own. Can it be done? Yes. Is it easier partnering with someone who's done this and been there and having me help you and actually do most of this for you? Absolutely. So I have a partnership program. If you're just starting off and you're on a small budget, and you're having a hard time closing deals, this is perfect for you. It's literally only a few dollars to join. And I made it that way so whoever is hungry, and if you are serious about changing your future, I will be partnering with you and we can split the profit on a deal. Okay, so if that's you and you want to get going in this business, all you're going to do is go to apexwholesaling.com. Okay, I'm going to put it up here for you, apexwholesaling.com. And in there, you will see two options. Option one is my partner program. That's for complete beginners. Okay, if you're just starting off and you want help closing deals and you want me to do most of this business for you so you can utilize myself and my team, we will actually do this for you. Go to the first option. It's literally only a few dollars to join it, and you can partner with me. On the other hand, if you're someone who's already closing deals, maybe you're doing 1 to 3 deals already, but you want to get to 10 deals a month, you want to build $1 million company, and you would like me to personally mentor you one-on-one, right? Go to Apex Wholesaling as well. And option number 2, there'll be a form on there where you can learn more about my mentorship program, and you can actually schedule a phone call with me, and we can talk about your business, what's holding you back, and how I can help you get to that next level. Okay. But you do have to qualify for that. Okay. You do have to qualify for that. It's application based. So, but if that's you, if you're stuck at 1 to 3 deals per month, but you want to build $1 million business, go to option 2. If you're just starting, right, you're doing all this stuff that we talked about today, and you're having a hard time closing your first deal, and you're on a small budget, and you want someone to actually take your hand and hold it and help you close deals, Option one's for you. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing else like this. No one else is doing this. I don't have a course to sell you. Okay. I got no course to sell. You can either partner with me or I will mentor you. Okay. That's it. What I give away all my course information for free. I'm giving you in these live trainings more than most people give you in a paid course. Okay. But if you want help, the only thing I charge for is either partner with me, which is only a few dollars, or to when I mentor you one-on-one. You're paying for my time, not for my information. Okay, guys. So if you think this would help you, let me know. Okay. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you like this. Do you have any, before we leave today, do you have any questions? Put them in the chat right now. I can answer any questions that you have. I'll stay on here for a few more minutes and make sure that I help you as much as I can. Let me look down through the comments. Blah, 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 where you are. Boom. Okay, here's one. Do you use a VA? What company do you use? Okay, good question. Yes, we use VAs in my company a lot. What I would recommend is go to Upwork.com. Upwork.com. On there, you can find all kinds of qualified VAs. Okay. And you can search whatever you're looking for, right? Maybe you're looking for a cold caller. Maybe you're looking for someone to do some admin work. Whatever it may be, you can find, inexpensive, freelancers on there. You can find a good VA for anywhere from like $5 to $7 an hour. So go to Upwork.com. Okay. That's a good place for that. Let me see. All right, let's look into it. Okay, this person went to Apex Wholesaling. He's part of my program. Okay, great. Part of my partnership program. Great content. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look. Do you need a license? No, you do not need a license to wholesale. In Illinois, you may need to, but if you live there, you can do deals in other cities. You don't have to do it in your own state. Remember, I do this nationwide, and I teach you how to do it anywhere in the country. So literally, no matter where you live in the country, I can show you how to do this without a license. Okay? You are welcome. Yes, I have phone scripts. If you join my partnership program, like I said, it's only a few dollars to join. Go to Apex Wholesaling. You get everything. Okay. I give you everything laid out for you, and I'll partner with you. And you get a separate weekly live training as well. So you get the free one here, plus you get one in my partnership program. So you get 2 live trainings every single week. You get my entire course, which I lay everything out. You get my phone scripts, all my contracts. I show you exactly how much you can pay for properties, how to comp properties. I mean, I lay out the entire business. It's only a few dollars. You get everything there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. More people where they're from. Makes sense. Good. Good. I want to push for 500 calls a week at least. Okay. Good. Good. Good goal, right? Every single person has different goals. So set your goal. What can you think that you can do? And then push yourself a little bit more. Okay. What's your opinion on bandit signs? Bandit signs are okay, but there's a really hard way to judge how many bandit signs you have to put up in order to get a certain number of leads. So it's really hard to reverse engineer. I think bandit signs are fine, in conjunction with doing something else, right? So you're going to want to be doing something else, and the bandit signs are kind of like an extra, right? They are frowned upon in some cities. You can get fined if you put them in certain places, but they do work. They will generate phone calls, but there's no way to really track that number because every location in the country is different based on, how many calls you're going to get. All right. The best time to text, literally the best time to text is whenever you can do it consistently every single day. Doesn't matter. Right? People are going to get the text message. It's not like a phone call where if they miss it, it's over with. People are going to check their text messages. Even if you text in the morning and in the afternoon, they're still going to check their phone. So it doesn't really matter as much as like calling somebody. You text someone, they're going to get it. So whatever you can stay consistent with, that's the time to do it. Any tips for finding more consistent, better leads? Yeah, go to Estes Data, ESTES, my last name, data.com. Okay. And in there, and I did a live, I think a couple of weeks ago as well. I show you how to stack your list. That's how you get motivated list, by stacking pain points. Okay. Stack your pain points up. So find people who are pre-foreclosure. They're also going through bankruptcy and maybe the house is vacant. They have 3 pain points. If you can stack those pain points, you're going to get more motivation. It's 100 calls a day. Good for someone. Yeah, that's great. I think that's perfect. I mean, you got to set a goal for yourself. Like I said, so whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes, whatever you can be consistent with. Okay. But just realize, if you want to do 1 deal a month and you're sticking to cold calling, you should try to do it for at least 2 hours a day on an auto dialer. That will get you to your goal of around 1 deal a month. Okay. Some good lists to target. We just went over that, stack your list. There's no secret list. What should we put in text messages? Maybe I'll go over that next week. I'll do a live on that, but it's very, very simple. I'll tell you here quickly. You're pretty much just going to text people, hey, I'm looking for a house in the neighborhood. I'm just seeing if you might be interested in selling, or combinations of that. Short and sweet. You're just trying to get leads of people who would be interested in getting an offer on their property. That's it. All right, good. Yeah, sign up for the program. I will partner with you and I will help you start closing deals. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, I think that's it for today, guys. Anything else? Anything else? We got a lot of questions here. Okay, I think that's it. All right, if you have any other questions, you need anything, I didn't answer it for you. There's a lot of questions here. I can't get to them all. If you have any other questions, either after watching this video, make sure you ask them. Ask them inside my Facebook group, okay? Wholesaling Houses Step by Step, and I'll get right back to you. I'll answer it for you. And there we go. All right, guys. Once again, if you would like me to personally help you start doing this business, I can partner with you and I can help close deals for you. And I can determine what we can pay for it. I will do pretty much everything for you. Go to Apex Wholesaling. If you're someone who's already doing deals, but you want to build $1 million company, go to Apex Wholesaling, do option 2, and I will personally mentor you one-on-one. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully this was a lot of value for you. I give you the exact formula of how to do this, okay? Now, if you want to get this marketing calendar, all the thing you have to do in the chat is write marketing calendar, okay? Under this video, wherever either you're watching this on YouTube or inside my Facebook group, comment marketing calendar, okay? And put your email and we will send it to you, okay? All right, guys. See you next week.